Creating a vehicle that can take you from A to B is pretty difficult. And if you take the engine out of it and replace it with pedals, it can make it even harder. But it's been a challenge we've been more than happy to take on. Hi, I'm Jem.
And I'm Simon, and we've been working on these 5 human-powered vehicles for this year's Aussie Championships. The Australian HPV Super Series sees teams from across the country come together for 5 races across the year. The races run between 6 and 24 hours, with drivers sometimes covering up to 100 kilometres in one go.
Our school's been competing in these events for around 3 decades now, and this year we've entered our fastest trikes yet. These wacky looking contraptions are known as Velomobiles. They're a bit like a bicycle car. They have steering levers which are attached to 2 front wheels, a third wheel for stability and drive, a set of pedals, 9 gears, and an aerodynamic shell. They also have a global positioning, or GPS computer, which uses data from satellites to give us information about the vehicle's distance and speed. So how do they move so quickly?
Well, it all comes down to physics. To be in motion, the Velomobile needs power, which is created when the driver uses the pedals. These pedals are connected to gears which work together to maximise the power of the turning force that spins the wheels. The larger gear at the front of the vehicle turns the smaller gears that are attached to the rear wheel. This increases the speed of the rear wheel, which propels the vehicle forward. So the harder you pedal, the more power you create, and the faster the vehicle goes. Our trikes are capable of speeds of up to 70 kilometres an hour, but as they do this, they have to deal with another type of force called air resistance, or drag. Drag occurs when an irregular object disturbs the air flowing around it, forcing the air to separate from the object's surface. So in order for the driver to travel faster with less effort, the vehicle needs to have a streamlined shape so it cuts through the air more smoothly. That's why we use strong and light materials for our chassis and bodywork.
It's also why we're constantly testing new shapes to make sure everything is as aerodynamic as possible. But when it comes to performance, it doesn't end there. Another thing we look at is the handling system. Handling is important because the speed you carry through a corner is directly related to the speed you carry out of it. So by making sure the wheels are perfectly aligned, we can help the driver to get better results. So far our efforts have seen us perform pretty well at the Super Series. Over the years we've taken out plenty of single events and a few category wins, making us the most successful racing school in our state. This year we're adding a few secret additions to our vehicles.
So hopefully we can show the other 200 teams exactly what we're made of.